Welcome to the 2019 NCAA Division III Championships first round post-game press conference for the game between Hanover and Wheaton. With us from Hanover is head coach Jon Miller and student athlete Cameron Fales. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach Miller and then open the floor for questions.
Well, I'd start off by giving Wheaton a lot of credit. It's a well-coached team. They're good defensively. Obviously, they have a tremendous standout player in number one, Francis. He was hard for us to deal with all night. I was proud of our guys. Obviously, dug ourselves a deeper hole than what we would have liked to there in the first half. Just a combination of an inability to get them under control, and then an inability to at times make some fairly open shots, I thought. But I was proud of our guys for the way they battled and kept sticking around. That's kind of what we talked about at halftime, to try to start whittling away. And I think we got a turnover, made a three, got it to 6 there, and we kind of positioned ourselves to where we could maybe have a chance. And I think their number 24 made a big three, put them back up 9. Got to give him credit, big shot there. But good year for us. I'm really proud of our team. I'm really proud of this guy here. He's been an outstanding player for us. Obviously tonight, Wheaton was just a little bit too much for us.
So, Coach Miller, just thinking about the season as a whole, what can you say about the leadership that Cameron Fales has showed this year, both on and off the court?
Cam's been he's been an absolute warrior for us. And obviously on the floor, some of his accomplishments kind of, they kind of almost speak for themselves. And when I talk about accomplishments, I talk about, them both as an individual player, but I know what he values most is the team success that he's been a part of. And he's been a big part of 3 straight conference championships, 3 straight NCAA tournament appearances, which, in Hanover is a pretty big deal. And the thing that I maybe admire most about Cam is the humble way that he goes about what he does. If you listen to him be interviewed, he's going to talk a lot about his teammates, and just a lot of humility. And I think that's a great lesson in leadership, that, if you're going to lead, you have to be willing to humble yourself and kind of dish some credit out. And Cam's been outstanding at that, and we'll certainly miss not only his play on the floor, but some of those other elements that he brings.
Cam, can you talk briefly sort of just about the season as a whole, and then also your 4 years here at Hanover and what it meant to you?
I guess I'll just start off with the season. We knew we were going to be coming in and being doubted throughout the conference. We knew that guys were going to have to step up. Lost 4 starters. But we just work hard. That's what we do. And we've done that since day 1. The guys started to gain confidence, started to knock down shots, and that put us in the position that we are right now. In terms of my 4 years here, it's the greatest 4 years of my life. And it's going to be hard without Hanover. I want to thank Coach Miller for the opportunity. And still got a few more months left of school. So.
Coach, talk a little bit about the resiliency of this team. And obviously you lose Cam, and you've had some guys in the past that are also gone now. And some of the juniors that have stepped up into those starting roles. Just talk about some of those guys and how they played this year, going in the roles they hadn't been in before.
Yeah, I think that's one of the defining things that I'll remember about this team. I think that we all had very high expectations for how Cam would perform as a senior, and quite frankly, the expectations on him were so high that I thought it would be really difficult for him to live up to those. I mean, everybody that we played would load up on him, and it's a grind of the season. But he went through some periods where he was simply outstanding. I mean, the people here tonight didn't get to see Cam at his very best, he won't say it, but he's not physically healthy right now, okay? He's been fighting, some sickness and wasn't at his best, but for him to deliver, we kind of knew that would have to be part of it, but we weren't sure what else was going to happen. And guys like Blake Robertson, Kevin Williams, Ryan Clogs, guys that had not necessarily, Logan and Isaac had played minutes for us before, but, some of those guys, the way that they really stepped up for us, I think really defines our year. I mean, the toughness that we got out of Blake Robertson this year, I can't say that I necessarily anticipated that was coming, but we were small at the 4. We a lot of times needed him to battle down there for us. He did a great job in many, many circumstances. I'm proud of the way this group came together, and I am proud of how hard this group played. Most people that saw us play would talk about how hard we played. We're not necessarily real physically impressive when you look at us because we're small. And I thought that was a little bit of a problem today, at times. This was a team with Cam and then some guys that really stepped up.
All right, thank you, Coach Miller and student athlete Cameron Fales. You guys are excused.